So, today we are once again venturing into slightly unknown territory. That is the territory of visual novels that I want to get more familiar with. I do like a good book, I do like a good novel, and I love the idea of the kind of more modern form of novel interaction where you have choices and things like that because it's through a computer. I think that's fantastic. I think it's a way to advance something as fundamental as reading, which is been a core mechanism in the development of modern society for hundreds of years. And computers let us take it further and have been for a while, but it's not something that I personally have stepped into. But we are doing it a little bit hardcore here, and that this is a romance novel, and it's something called Otome, which means maiden. So this is a game aimed at women, so it's meant for female players. People also use josei, which is just woman. So Otome means maiden. So yeah, not only a visual novel that we are not particularly good at, but one aimed at women. We are stepping into it quite hardcore here. But we must forge ahead and have a look at it and see what our opinion of it is as a game, and if we can add a little bit of useful critique that will hopefully make the dev happy, and hopefully get the rest of you coming to have a look at it, because that's kind of what I do here, and the link is in the description. So anyway, unfortunately, I was play testing this on Firefox, and it didn't work in a fairly significant way. This is the first time I'm running it on Chrome, so I'm hoping it works a little better. And I barely tested it, I just went in a couple of clicks, so I haven't actually played this game much, so I'm not quite sure what to expect here. I thought I would go along this journey with the rest of you. Anyway, the storyline is we are apparently a witch, a user of magic, who is college aged, who has come back from, I guess, college to help with dad's delivery service. And so we're going to help deliver packages, and then we meet some familiar faces from high school and find there's a couple of interests there, one of which we can pursue. So yeah, a fairly standard story except for the witch part, and I'm interested to see how that is incorporated into it. I know a lot of these kind of novels are kind of like the first Harry Potter novel, in which there's a lot of sort of wish fulfillment, a lot of wouldn't it be cool if, I mean that first Harry Potter book is it's why I loved it as much as I did, because it was very much a book along the lines of, here is this kid in very unfortunate circumstances, but he discovers he's a wizard and has these powers, and then he saves the day, and everybody loves him, and he wins the House Cup, and all of that kind of stuff. Um, that's what made the Harry Potter books so good, and that is what you find in, I think, a lot of visual novels. It's imagine this idealized circumstance. How cool would this be? And then you step into it and you immerse yourself in it through the power of the novel. And I mean, that's what it's about. That's what it's for. So, anyway, I am hovering for some reason. Well, first of all, let's have a look. This is a demo, so there's not the full game here, but we're probably not even going to play through the full demo. It was a submission to some jams, but I don't know if the design and creation of it was limited by that. I did have a look at Crystal Gameworks' site, and they seem to be a little more professional behind building their games, so it is a proper kind of, I suppose, experienced studio rather than just someone, on their own behind their computer trying to get into the game design world through jams. So I'm expecting a little more from it, but not that much more, because this is just a demo, and it is just, well, not just for, but it was, sort of, I'm guessing, rushed through for some game jams, at least in the early stages of its life. Anyway, let us run the game. Stop waffling on. It is Ren'py. I am a big fan of Ren'py. I think some good games have come out of it, and I've seen some developers do impressive stuff with it, although it's not really designed to be a fully flexible game engine. Okay, now the first thing I would like to point out is that this does not have the itch.io expand the screen button, and I tried that on Firefox, and it did, unfortunately, it did kind of not refresh correctly once I did that. So if I go to settings and I go to full screen, you see the whole thing goes black. It doesn't actually refresh properly. and there was no return button from the menu. Let's click start and see where it takes us. Yeah, you see there should be a background and everything here. So let's just reload this. We're going to have to play it in windowed mode. And developers, please have a look at this because it's a bit of an issue. I am on Linux. I don't know if this is still an issue on Windows. Nevertheless, it is an issue. I would love this full screen. But unfortunately we can't. We don't seem to be able to do that. Possibly once we've saved the game we can restart. Also, why? Alright. Well, anyway, there's no kind of return to the main menu button here. I know, I'm descending into the critiques. See, this is where it should be starting. Okay, so we are Mari. We have returned to our home. And this is us. And this is our bedroom, I guess. So we say, phew, I made it. I set my broom down on the rack by the door. So, yeah, apparently we travel by broom because we are a witch. And there is Dad, who says, you made it. How was your first delivery, sweetie? And the music finally kicks in. If we have a look at the settings just for that, we do have music volume and sound volume. It's a fairly common thing in Ren'py, which I'm glad to see. I don't know if the music is coming through. Turn it up a little bit just so you guys can hear it. A little windy, but not too bad. But the wind is the best part, isn't it? Feeling the breeze in your hair, rushing through clouds. There's something special about the wind at that height. How does Dad know about it? Is he a witch? Yeah, the riding through the countryside was the best part. That was always your mother's favorite place to ride through. Too bad we don't get many deliveries out there. Ever thought about expanding the business to farmland? It was nice making a delivery out there. Not unless you want to learn how to transport cattle on a broomstick. Maybe another time. Were you able to pick up the rest of your belongings? Yep, here's the rest of my stuff. He grabs my bags and helps me to my room. Every time I walk in, I expect a layer of dust and a musty smell, but the smell of fresh linen hits me instead. I know it's been a while, but I hope it still works for you. Yep, it's fine. We start to unpack the rest of my bags, setting stuff in my closet and on the shelves. After opening the new box I brought in, he jumps up. I almost forgot, I haven't shown you how you've been making deliveries in town yet. Can't that wait till later? Well, you still have some to make today, don't you? I might have gotten a few rush orders right before you arrived. How about this? I'll unpack the rest of your stuff and you can make some of the deliveries. I'll do the rest later tonight. I'm sure you want to look around town some, don't you? Yeah, I do. It's been years since I've been in town. Even after being back for a week or so, everything still looks so new. Great! It's a bit different from making deliveries in the countryside. Alright, so I have a list of all deliveries that come. We're the only witch delivery service in town, so we have a lot of clients to serve. Sometimes these clients will have something sent to us and then they want us to bring it to them, or maybe they have something we need to pick up and deliver elsewhere. Sometimes their requests are a bit different, but still something we can manage. And what's that supposed to mean? You'll see. I like the way the stars at the end of the conversations. What have I signed myself up for? Let's see, I'll have you do these 2 deliveries first and then return back here when you're done for some more. If you don't get lost, that is. Of course I won't. Here, this delivery is at the college campus in town. A teacher there requested this box to be brought to them. Once you're done with that, the front office should have another package for you. Bring that to the carnival. Very curious to see how the delivery system works, because that's kind of the core mechanism in the game that then leads us through the storyline, from my understanding. The carnival? Yeah, did you see the big Ferris wheel in the skyline? We now have a permanent carnival in town. It's brought a lot of tourism in. You should check it out on your own sometime. Alright, campus first and then the carnival, and then back here. Right, good luck then. I step outside into the city life. Now, where do I go from here? Right, so this is our city map, I guess. We have home, we have apartments. Here is the carnival, as we can tell. We have a warehouse, we have a mall, offices, and a campus. And we're going to the campus first, so we click on the campus. Alright, I found the right place. I head to their front office and give them the name of the recipient on the box. They point me towards their office, just letting us in. Hello, I'm here to deliver a package for a Eugene. It's interesting because, I mean, a lot of buildings won't let you in. You have to deliver to the security office, and then the person has to come down and get it. At least that's how it worked where I used to work. But I guess for a lot of offices, if their security is a little less severe, um, you just get let in, and you have these delivery people wandering the offices. I don't know if that's like a comment on the security of the society surrounding the business, and of course the security of whatever the business works on, their industry or whatever. Probably easier for the delivery person to just get signing at the security desk and then leave. Yeah, to deliver a package for a Eugene. Oh, thank you so much. Who are you? I'm his daughter. I'll be making deliveries starting today as well. Oh, well, welcome to town. I hope it won't be too hard for you finding your way around. And I hope not too. Of course, it helps some that I was born here. Ah, this is exactly what I needed. Now I won't have to play another DVD for my biology class. Instead, we can study actual specimens. I don't even want to look at what's in the box. Thank you for your patronage. I wave them off and head back to the office I came from. After a few minutes, they're able to find my next package. A backpack? It has a luggage tag on it with the name Cherise. Cherise? Cherise. I guess there's no things above the I. From the paper slip Dad gave me, that's the name of the next person I've got to see. The name sounds familiar. I pick up the light backpack and head out on my broom. I lost track of where I was supposed to go. Okay, so there is an issue here. Oh. Okay, the roar of the carnival hits me as I get closer. I think the carnival is where we need to go next, but this needs an objectives button. I don't know. I mean, if there is kind of more complex gameplay around the delivery process, it does need an objectives button. So because you can sometimes be thinking about the conversation and then utterly forget where the next goal was, which is a bad thing. As soon as my feet touch the ground, I'm swept up in the crowd. Sugary sweet cotton candy and funnel cakes cling to the air, mixed with laughter from kids and couples. The giant Ferris wheel towers in the background, looming over the park and even some of the skyscrapers nearby. It's a fantastical display of everything whimsical. Now who wanted this backpack from campus? I consider trying to find a front office or main lobby, but it proves impossible. Every building is designed as increasingly more elaborate fantasy designs. The crowd leads me towards a grand carousel. Every inch of it is illuminated with multiple rows of ornate animals to ride. In front of the carousel is a bright clown. Was there no entry fee? Even though she's against the vivid carousel, she's vibrant enough to stand out on her own. Her clothes seem to dazzle in the light as she performs. In one hand she has a long ribbon, and in the other she has some sort of clacker that chimes when she closes it. She twirls around, catching the eyes of everyone nearby. A flurry of confetti pops out. The crowd cheers. Thank you, thank you. I step forward as the crowd and petals dissipate. That was wonderful. Thank you. Wait, that backpack you have. I take the backpack off my shoulder and hold it out. Cherise? Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for bringing my backpack. I left it in class, but I was too busy with work tonight to go back and get it before they locked the buildings. Thank you again. It's alright, don't worry about it. I mean, it's a job rather than just a pleasant gift. She quickly scribbles her signature on the delivery receipt and hands it back to me, eager to dig inside the backpack. Seeing her this close up. Cherise? Mari? It's me. It's been years. I didn't know you were back in town. Just got back, actually. Wow, that's great. I haven't seen you since we graduated high school, right? You probably didn't recognize me in all this makeup, did you? Though I'm not one to talk, I didn't see it was you at first either. It's alright. I work here as a part-time performer now. Every night I get to dance under the twinkling stars to applause. It's like a dream. You're great at it too. You're great at it too. I never knew you were so into performing. That's our first choice, actually, so far. Interesting. So I gather this is one of the potential love interests. There are 3, I think. 2 men and a girl. And, we've met the girl first. Interesting. I guess it's just something I never thought I'd be able to do in the first place. It's wonderful here. The carnival has brought in so many new people and bright faces. When they said they were hiring, I figured I'd be able to get a job in retail, not something like this. But enough about me. What about you? What brought you back to town? Ah, I don't want to bring the mood down so quickly. I moved back in with my dad, and now I'm helping him with deliveries. That sounds so fun, riding around in a broomstick all day. Simply magical. Okay, everybody knows we're a witch, and apparently this universe accepts witches, so that's nice. I have to admit, it's pretty nice. Have you ever ridden on a broomstick? Not since high school. Nobody in my family is a witch, so I open my mouth to say something, but a loud ringing cuts me off. I've got to be on the main stage in 5 minutes. Mari, I'll see you later, okay? With a hop, skip, and a jump, Cherise rushes out and disappears into the crowd. I sigh. Cherise was a close friend since childhood, but after I moved away, I lost contact with her. Now that I'm back in town, I thought maybe I should try to rekindle that. But things have changed since then. I'm home. Okay, we don't get to choose to go home. Good. Did you find your way around town all right? It was fine. I knew you'd be able to do it. I mean, imagine if we were riding our broomstick around to deliver these packages. It's a lot easier to find your way around if you can just elevate above the buildings and see the entire town as a map surface, basically. Now here, there's only a few more deliveries for the day. He hands me 2 small packages. The one on the left goes to the library on campus. I would have given it to you earlier, but it just came in while you were gone. The one on the right goes to the old shopping district. It should say what store it goes to. I'll finish the rest on my own. Alright, I'll be back soon. And there we're going to leave the gameplay. I think that is a pretty good sample of exactly how it is supposed to be working. Yeah, it is just a pity that we can't... I'm wondering if we... okay, we have saves there. If we go full screen here... there, now we have a return button. Now we can't even... okay, now I've clicked on something. So yeah, it has a weird refresh issue, sadly. I don't know what that's about. That is very, very sad. Alright, so I mean, that's all the gameplay I said. So if you just have the gameplay, sorry I dragged it out a little bit in the beginning, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because you leaving early damages the engagement, and that would bring it back again, and that's my attempt to guilt trip you. But honestly, I just want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you want to see. I want to hear what you think about the games. I want to know that I'm not yelling into the void, and thank you to the few of you who have in fact commented. I appreciate it a lot. It always gives me a little smile for my day. Anyway, yeah, so if you're heading out now, thank you. If you are just here for a little bit of critique, well, there's not a lot I'm going to talk about. I mean, this is a pretty solid, straightforward game. The UI, it's a Ren'py UI. Ren'py UIs are fine. It has the usual stuff with, music volumes and things like that. And obviously the save system, you just click on the empty slot and it saves. There's supposed to be an image there. It's a pity it's gone blacked out like this. Now, just something I want to try. If we run the game, if we then go full screen, and what if we load that? Okay, no, it only refreshes the character image. Unfortunately, it doesn't refresh the background. No, I had hopes. Anyway, so that is a slight issue there. Unfortunate, but still, it is an issue nonetheless, and I'm sure the devs will address it if they care about it. I don't know if it's a Linux specific thing, if that works absolutely fine on like Windows maybe. I don't know. It's not my job. Critiques, talking about the sound. The sound is I mean, it's just the music basically. It would be nice if there were background sounds and the like, but there are not. There is just music. The art is fantastic. It is very, very pretty. I don't know if there's any AI being used. If there isn't, I do recommend they put the no AI tag onto their game details, because people like to look for that sort of thing, be an extra thing. If there is some AI, well, it's being used very, very well, because let's reload this and have a look. Go away. Um, that's the Ren'py image. That's not their image. That's a Ren'py thing. I mean, that is absolutely fantastic. If that is AI, then hmm. Okay, I thought that had been broken, but it hasn't. Uh, yeah, I mean, if that actually looks like a real world image actually. But yeah, if this is AI, it's really really well done. It's obviously been edited and things like that, which is the correct way to use AI. If it's not AI, then even better. This is absolutely stunning. A good job there, guys. I mean, it's the art. Yeah, full marks for the art. Is obviously these kind of games rely heavily on static art images, and this one is clearly um, doing the doing the necessary for it. And the gameplay, well, it's a visual novel. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It depends on telling the stories and having believable characters. And from the comments I've read around it, these are really good stories with really believable characters. So I guess full marks there. In as much as I am not the correct person to really comment on it, um, I guess good job. Well done. Really fantastically written, I suppose. I'm relying on the commentaries there. I mean, in the little that I've stepped into it, I found everyone believable. Considering it's a witch and clearly a sort of a semi-magical universe delivering packages, uh, it's yeah, it was fantastic. It was well written. Somebody did mention there's a few like spelling mistakes and things here and there because this is a demo that's been rushed for game jams. You get that kind of thing, but I didn't see any signs of it. Maybe one hint at one point. So clearly well written, clearly well sort of quality controlled for the nature of the game, I guess. Um, yeah, and the immersion. It's got a storyline. It's got characters that you step into. That's one of the advantages of the visual novel sort of world is that it does have this inherent storyline, which a lot of other games that are more focused on the action or strategy or whatever just don't have. And I think it's important in every game. So, yeah, good job there. I feel quite compelled and interested in Mari as a character and her adventures and I suppose future romances with these various characters around her. So, bravo, devs. Really well done. And I think I do recommend come and play the demo. And if you like it, keep an eye on is there Steam? Um, okay, so no mention of it existing on Steam as yet. This is kind of a beta. It probably will be there eventually. There is some information on what the full game will present, and they have their own website where they list some of their games as well. So yeah, if you like this, come and check it out. Come and see what you might find in any other games that you might want to play. Not sponsored. That's just my recommendation if you're looking for a good visual novel game, which is kind of what my channel is about. Not visual novel, but games, indie games. Um, but today we are talking about visual novel games. I don't know why I'm jabbering on like an idiot. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode, I hope. Yeah, and comment. Let me know what you think about this. Should I look at more visual novel games? Should I look at other kinds of games? Um, yeah, any recommendations? I do prefer in-browser games that'll run on Linux rather than downloadable games. But yeah, I'll give a poke at anything and see if I can run it through Wine or something like that. So yeah, leave your suggestions. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next game. Goodbye.